Pledge of Allegiance, and then please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be performed by Walt Whitman High School junior Sarah Bruzois. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much, Sarah. Beautiful job, as always. All right, we have a busy night, one of our favorite of the year. It is Board of Education Recognition Night. And to introduce the program, I'll turn it over to Mr. Steve Toto, principal of Silaswood 6th Grade Center and the president of the South Huntington Administrators Association. Welcome, Mr. Toto.
Hello, hello. All right. So we're gonna start from backwards and go forward. So I'm going to invite some of our Silas superstars and one of our Birchwood students to come up and give a little gift from Shaw. It's just a plant with a little gift card to Starbucks, and then my speech will make sense after that. So.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Oh.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Oh, that was your spot? Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, our South Huntington community. Thank you for the opportunity to address you today as president of SHUFSD. First, I want to express our heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering support. Your commitment to our students and staff has been instrumental in fostering an environment where learning can thrive. Together, we have navigated challenges and celebrated many successes, always keeping our focus on what truly matters, the well-being and growth of our students. Standing before you, I'm reminded of a beautiful garden where each flower represents a unique student in our community. Much like flowers, each of us has our own strengths, talents, and potential to blossom. Your dedication to our school district is crucial in creating an environment where every student has what they need to flourish, regardless of their background or circumstances. Our educators are diligent gardeners, cultivating and nurturing our diverse landscape of learners. With the unwavering support from our Board of Education, our educators are equipped to provide the sunlight of knowledge and the water of encouragement that enable our students to grow and thrive. We are confident that every student will reach their full potential by receiving the resources they need to bloom with strength, resilience, and fortitude. Thank you once again for your commitment to education and for the growth and success of every one of our students and staff.
Thank you, Steve.
So we wanted to do something a little bit different this year. So each of our schools was assigned a board member. So thank you. I think I know more about you guys than I did. I mean, Fred, you walked in. I was like, oh, your favorite color is purple, and you're wearing purple today. So Erin's in blue. Linda's in blue. Linda loves cats. Who knew? So I'd like to start off by introducing Miss McCallion, Dr. McCallion, and some of our Oakwood students to present to Miss LaCara.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, Dr. D'Elia, cabinet, staff, families, and students. Oakwood would like to celebrate and show our appreciation for our Board of Education this evening. Thank you for your dedication and all that you do for South Huntington. And this evening, I would like to introduce two proud Oakwood second graders who would like to share their sentiments with us this evening. Aiden Paplika and Evangeline Chan.
Good evening, board members. My name is Ada Paprika, and I am in Miss Milo and Miss Dolan Manor, second grade dual language class at Oakwood. Tonight, we would like you to know that Oakwood family is grateful for you, the Board of Education. We want you thank you for all the hard work you do to take care of Oakwood students and the entire district. Thank you for making sure we have new materials like the new reading program Savas. This program is helping us become better readers and strong writers. I also like the SEL program because it helps me make good choices at Oakwood. But my favorite part of the day is learning math. I enjoy learning different strategies to solve word problems in English and Spanish. Gracias por todo.
Good evening, board members. My name is Evangeline Chan, and I am in Miss Milo and Miss Dolan Manor's second grade dual language class at Oakwood. I also love our new reading program, Savas. It's easy for me to explore new words and learn about fiction and nonfiction books in Spanish and English. My favorite part of the day is when we work on writing. Tonight, we would like to thank you, Miss LaCara, for all of your dedication to the South Huntington family. We have learned a lot about you and all of your favorite things. We would like to present you with a special gift from Oakwood that you can always look at and smile. This puzzle has been put together to represent your favorite candy, Reese's peanut butter cups, your favorite color, blue, and of course your favorite music artist Taylor Swift. I'm also a Swiftie, and from the song Bejeweled, we love how you make the whole district shimmer. Muchas gracias.
We're gonna go first, then take a picture with him.
Oh, you're gonna take a picture?
Yeah.
Or should I go out there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm coming.
Great job.
We'll get a picture quick. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you. That is so sweet of both of you. Thank you very much.
All right, great job. The future right here. Now I'd like to introduce Miss Jenga and her Countrywood family.
Good evening. First off, thank you so much for allowing us to recognize you for all of that you do for South Huntington. Mr. Levy sends his regards. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it here tonight. I want to thank our students for coming, but also our teacher, Miss Cariello, and Miss Frankowitz for their help putting together this recognition. So now I'm going to introduce Cody Van Coot and Lavender Guillory to come up and welcome our special guest. And there's a reason I'm not saying our special guest's name. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Good evening, my name is Cody Van Coot. My name is Lavender Guillory. We are in Miss Cariello's second grade class at Countrywood Primary Center. Tonight we have the pleasure of honoring one of our board members. Since this person is fun and likes to laugh like us, we thought it would be fun to guess the board member. I will give you some clues. If you think you know who you're honoring, please give us a thumbs up. This board member's favorite color is purple, likes sugary cereal, loves chocolate and peanut butter, loves the Yankees, and his favorite hobby is playing instruments and going to concerts.
I think we know it.
If you guess Mr. Scrag, you are right. Mr. Scrag, we would like to thank you and your fellow board members for all the amazing things you do for South Huntington. Thank you for making Countrywood a great place to learn. It is because of you that we have great books, Chromebooks, and playgrounds to play on. We love all of our teachers and all the fun things we learn, like reading, math, writing, and science. We also love all the great computer programs like iReady and Learning.com. We love learning new things and being able to play with our friends. for making sure we have a safe and welcoming environment. Knowing that you care about our education makes us feel happy and ready to learn every day. Thank you, Mr. Scragg, and your fellow board members for all your hard work and dedication to the South Huntington School District. We are lucky to be part of such a great community.
Great job, Countrywood. Now I'd like to invite up Mr. Bernadelle and Ms. Shum from Birchwood.
Good evening, President Ciapetta, members of the board, Dr. D'Elia, members of the cabinet, and friends and family. Tonight, we want to say thank you. There are no words for the amount of work that you put into this district. We appreciate every single thing you do, but we have some friends that I think might have some words that could help you out a little bit. I'd like to introduce Sophia Jaden, Mia Orlana, and Matthew Aravallo, who are going to speak for Birchwood.
Good evening, President Ciapetta and the members of the Board of Education. We just want to take a moment to express our heartfelt thanks to all of you for the incredible impact you've had on our school district. Your unwavering commitment to our students, staff, and the entire community is truly inspiring. It is clear you care deeply about our education, the community, and your passion shines through in every decision you make. Mr. Bronson, your tireless efforts in advocating for our students and supporting our staff do not go unnoticed. We are also lucky to have someone like you, who cares so deeply about our education and the well-being of everyone involved.
Every morning, our announcements end with the words, "Happy Learning." Please know all those long hours behind the scenes help to make those words a reality for us. Thank you for everything you do to make our district such a wonderful place to learn and grow. Sincerely, Birchwood.
Well done, Birchwood. Now I'd like to invite up Miss Cologne, Miss Villanueva, and the Maplewood family.
Good evening, everybody. Mr. Ciapetta, Board of Education, Dr. Dalia, and the Cabinet, and also our families. I'm so excited to be here this evening. Those of you who know me know that sometimes I go off the cuff just a little bit. And one of the things that I want to make sure that I do say is thank you. Thank you for all of your hard work and your time and dedication that the board puts in into making sure that our students are prepared and ready for the world ahead of them. We appreciate all that you do for our students, our staff, and the community at large. We have 3 students here from Maplewood, Gabriella, Jude, and Riley, who would like to say a few words. And before I let them speak, one of the things that I want to share with you is our theme for this year is Your Voice Matters. And those of you who have had an opportunity to speak to me before, whether it's parents or the board or the cabinet, know that I believe in the voice of children and all that they can do. The words that they're going to share today are their own words that they have for our Board of Education member that we're going to honor this evening.
Hi, my name is Gabriella Corbett. I am a 5th grader in Mrs. Gomez's dual language class.
I'm Jude Thorne. I'm in 4th grade and my teacher is Mr. O'Connor.
Hi, I'm Riley Wire. I'm in 5th grade and I'm in Miss Chimenti's class. We are here to thank all the members of the Board of Education, but give a special thanks to Mr. Joyner.
Mr. Joyner, thank you for all your hard work and being a member of the Board of Education. We know that it takes time, care, and commitment to be a board member. You manage our education by helping the Board of Education make important decisions.
You work for the school and help all the children to find new things to learn, like Savas. My Savas books are in Spanish and English.
You help select programs for all the schools in the districts, like coding, chorus, and orchestra. Thank you for volunteering for our district and being so helpful to all the schools.
We have a special puzzle drawn for you that was made by Julianne Meyer and Joy Reyes Brito from Miss Gomez's class, along with Lily Thompson and Dominic Cardella from Miss Brendel and Mr. Dwyer's class. We also have a few of your favorite things in the basket. We hope you enjoy them. Thank you, Mr. Joyner.
Great job, Maplewood. So 23 years ago, the board gave me the great opportunity of coming to South Huntington as a teacher. And 13 years ago, they gave me the greatest opportunity, which is being the principal of what I think is the greatest school in the entire world, which is Silas Wood. So thank you for allowing me that opportunity. And tonight I brought a few of my superstars to talk a little bit about our board member, Miss Meyer. I wanted to wear a soccer uniform, but they all said that I needed to dress a little bit more professionally.
My name is Quinn McKinley.
My name is Michael.
And my name is Desmond.
Dear Mrs. Meyer, we wanted to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude for your dedication and support for all Silas Wood, and our entire school community. Your commitment to enhancing Our education and advocating for our needs has made a significant difference in the lives of all Silas superstars.
We truly appreciate the time and effort you invest in ensuring we have the resources and opportunities to be the best superstars we can be. Thank you for being a voice for students and for always believing in our potential. Just like a strong defense helps keep the goal safe, your commitment creates a solid foundation for our education. Commitment creates With your support, we've been able to work harder and come together as one team. Every player contributes to a successful game, and your guidance makes a huge difference in our experience at school. Thank you for being our biggest supporter. We're excited to keep working hard and making you proud this year. We have some gifts for you. Now, Mr. Duggan and the Stimson team.
Steve, your glasses. I brought props this evening.
Hello everyone, this is Gracie. I truly apologize for not being able to attend tonight's meeting. I'm currently touring Boston College and Northeastern, so I'm
That's not me.
completing the entire college application process.
You know, I am a
In order
part-time
to discuss a few
ventriloquist,
things
so-
that I'd like to. So I'd first like to acknowledge an amazing homecoming weekend.
Sorry, Gracie, we'll be with you in just a moment. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. Mr. Ciapetta and the Board of Education, Dr. D'Elia and our cabinet, thank you so much for having us tonight. It is my pleasure to be here tonight to recognize the Board of Education for the incredible hard work that they do and the dedication they have to our district. Each year, we honor the board with thoughtful gifts and tokens of appreciation. Tonight is no different, but there is a slight twist. The gifts we're presenting this year were made specifically to each board member from the 7 different schools in South Huntington. Each gift was specifically designed by students and staff as a thank you to the individual board members. Each gift is different, but also the same because each gift was created on a puzzle board. The puzzle board has significance this year because the gifts this year are tied to a much larger puzzle board display which will be hanging up in JKAO as part of our centennial anniversary. Each school will be receiving a large wooden puzzle piece, just like this. Thank you, Liz. And each school will be designing their piece that represents the whole of the district. Each piece will be a representation of each school. Each piece and each school will be presenting their puzzle piece to display during the school's presentation for the 100th anniversary over the next few months. On November 13th, Stimson will present the first piece of the puzzle. It will not look like this, I promise. Silas will then be presenting the final piece of the display in May with their presentation. In front of you are a few pictures that represent Mr. Collins' work from Stimson Middle School. He's one of our technology teachers. There are a few pictures in front of you that show the progress so far of Mr. Collins' work, cutting out pieces. This is a larger project where all the principals and administrators have been working on to find the right way to say thank you for to the board, and as well as capture that 100th year anniversary honoring. So we're very happy to be presenting tonight. We hope that these small puzzle pieces and tokens from each school remind you of this wonderful time and a momentous anniversary. Thank you so much. Without further ado, I'd like to bring up Jackson, AJ, Tatiana, and Antonio.
Dear Mr. Biangasso, the students and staff of Stimson Middle School want to thank you for your dedication and support of Stimson and the entire district. We know how hard you work to make sure this place is the best it could be.
We've created a small token of our appreciation. If you look closely, you can see that the background is made out of thumbprints from Stimson students.
You've left your imprint on Stimson, and we thought this was a nice way to say thank you and that we appreciate you for all of your hard work.
Thank you to you and the entire Board of Education for all that you do to make our lives better.
And finally, I'd like to invite Dr. Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. Toto. It's always hard to go last because they say everything and she's like crossing out things. But honestly, I have to say thank you before we go into our individual. It's a hard job what you do. It's countless hours. It's a lot of back and forth. But I'm lucky enough because I'm lucky enough to work with great teachers and administrators early because I see the fruits of their labor at the end. But you also see the forest through the trees. You see the bigger picture because without your leadership, without your tutelage, without your support, nobody could do what they do. And I couldn't see the amazing kids that walk through my hall and across my stage at graduation. And their success is a testament to who you are as people, as individuals, and as community members. So from the bottom of my heart, because I'm lucky enough to see that because I saw that to fruition with my own son graduating, walking across that stage. And he wouldn't be where he was if the people in this room weren't as dedicated, as steadfast, and as centered as making sure that the most important thing about this district is the students that are in it. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And at this time, I have a student, before we give out our gifts, I have a student, Ashley Palacios, who is our ESCO president. I'd like to say a few words.
I'm a little too short, guys. Okay. Oh, okay. Good evening, everyone. Mr. Nicolas Ciapetta, I'm honored to share a few words of gratitude on behalf of the student body. Tonight is all about appreciation, and I can't think of a more deserving person to thank than Nicolas Ciapetta, our Board of Education president. Every decision you make, every late night meeting you attend, and every difficult choice you consider is focused on the students of our district. We see the results of your dedication in our classrooms, our clubs, our sports field, and our arts program. You make sure our schools are safe, welcomed, and equipped with everything we need to learn, grow, and become the best versions of ourselves. We know your work isn't always easy. You have to make decisions that affect thousands of students, families, and staff members. But what truly makes a difference is that you do it with your best interests at heart. We feel it every day in the opportunities we have to explore our passions and deepen our understanding of who we are and becoming as young adults. We celebrate your dedication and the many ways you make a difference in our lives. I know I speak for all of us when I say we're grateful to have a person such as that cares so deeply about each student in this district. On behalf of the students, thank you for everything you do. We see you, we appreciate you, and we're so lucky to have you in our corner. Sincerely, the students of Walt Whitman High School.
So as a token of our appreciation, I have the assistant principals and Ms. Palacios giving you. We have your gifts. It was actually, thank you, Mr. Toto. I too like chocolate, Mr. Ciapetta, so as you can tell. And we have a couple of things. One of the things that what we value the most is you gave us back our 9-period day, and we were able to expand our arts program, our sports program. So we do have a gift from Ms. Ciapetta, but in my fashion, I have a gift for all the board members. I took our ceramics class, made little things that they put your favorite candy in, and it's decorated and made by each student in the class, as well as this puzzle, which was made by our studio art class and some of our students. So thank you so much, and we appreciate you greatly.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Gorgeous. Wow. Oh, thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Toto. Beautiful job. Thank you.
All right, at this time, I'd like to invite up our South Huntington Teachers Association President, Mr. Rob Morris.
All right, I'm gimping my way up here. The cabinet roughed me up to make sure I didn't say anything. Don't blame them, shouldn't have given me an open mic. But in all seriousness, I think the success of our district was just showcased with all of the students coming up here, from the start with the beautiful singing of the national anthem to all the presentations of the students. I want to say the New York State Board Association requires all members to fulfill various responsibilities. Most of these responsibilities fall under the umbrella of promoting a sound educational vision for the community while maintaining a healthy culture for all community stakeholders. Accomplishing these tasks can often be challenging and time-consuming. In a recent letter to the SHTA membership, I spoke about the importance of finding your balance and truly believe that it is a major element of making sound decisions. So as we honor you in your commitment to the South Huntington community, I would also like to honor all those family members and friends who stand behind you to support you as you sit here during all of these meetings and making decisions for the community. So, thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't realize I was still on. Oh my gosh. All right, next up, I'd like to invite Ms. Dana Chaffee, our South Huntington Council of PTA President.
Good evening, everyone. I wrote down a couple notes after all those speeches because I felt like I shouldn't be just off the cuff. The South Huntington Council of PTAs joins in celebrating the work of our Board of Ed members. As fellow volunteers, we know so well the dedication and time it takes to serve on a board. First, we wanted to express our thanks once again for including the PTA's community walkway as part of the bleacher renovation this past summer. So if you didn't already notice while you were up there at homecoming this weekend, we installed an engraved brick for each board member with their name, Board of Ed, and we appreciate you in our community walkway. In the gift bags is a mini replica of the brick for you to have as a keepsake. We thank you for providing us a seat at the table. We appreciate you and we see you.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you. Very thoughtful. That's great. Thank you.
And now I'd like to take a moment to invite Jim Oliveri, our Booster Club co-president.
Good evening, everyone. I am going to go off the cuff, unlike Dana, and just say that we are volunteers also, so we know exactly what it takes to put in the time that it takes to make this community as great as it is. And we just want to say thank you for letting us be this small little part of the South Huntington School District, and we enjoy every minute of it. We're inspired by everything that you all do, and the staff and the administrators. And just a quick example of how we are inspired. This year we just announced that we're going to pay for all the senior banners for every single team in the school at Whitman, and hopefully we'll be able to do that moving forward. It's a significant financial commitment, but we are going to do it, and we're on par to be able to do it easily this year. So I just want to say thank you, and we have a small token of appreciation for each of you. Yeah, if you could. Yeah. Might just take a second.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
If anything doesn't fit, just come see us. We'll exchange it.
Thank you.
We tried to come. Good for it.
They got you small.
Aaron, Sydney, Nick, Linda, Andrew, Fred, and Bill, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's give them another round of applause. Toto's out.
Thank you, Mr. Toto. Great job. Excellent. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Dr. Dillon?
Yes. I have to be one of the most fortunate superintendents on Long Island to be able to work with these 7 volunteers. Every single one of them contributes, to the success of this district, because I know I hear a lot of talk of the niche ranked 7th out of 61 school districts. Well, there's 7 people here that play a big role in that. And, I work with a lot of other superintendents, and sometimes I don't hear the same story. But I am fortunate and blessed to be part of this community, and especially to work with these 7 board members. And thank you for all you do and all your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Delia. Well, next on our agenda, we're going to discuss the formation of the Transportation UPK committees, but we'll take a 2-minute break for everybody to stretch, or if you want to head out. We're gonna come back in here, so, yeah, so he'll stay here. Yeah. Yeah. That's it? That was a warning, Lance. Oh, just waiting for our district clerk. Mr. Zava, we ready? Okay. All right, welcome back, everyone. I want to just, before we move into the next part of our agenda, thank everyone else for their participation in Board of Education Recognition Night. It's always, I think, the most special night of the year, one of them, as well as the Teacher of the Year. Those are always my two favorite nights, and it's always special. It's nice to be nice to get some gifts and candy, but it's always a pleasure to serve this community. And really, the true gift is seeing our students be successful in high school and middle school and elementary and then beyond, and to come back and to be successful and to see the numbers as our district has improved over the course of the years. That's really the true thank you for a job well done. So, all right, we will move into our next portion of the agenda, which is Dr. D'Elia to present a discussion about the formulation of the transportation and UPK focus groups that the board discussed at our last meeting, forming to address those issues. And we promised today that Dr. D'Elia would deliver a plan for how those committees would be, the committee members would be selected and appointed. So I'll turn it over to Dr. D'Elia.
Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. But before we get into the formation of the groups, I just want to thank the PTA for allowing us last week and this week to attend myself, Mrs. Ciapetta, Dr. Henda, and Ms. Chofi to be part of the PTA meetings to kind of explain and kind of from where we came from on October 9th board meeting to catch the community up. And I felt I think we all felt those meetings were very productive. And what came of that is that because it was so productive, we decided that if the PTA allows us, Ms. Chofi, we'd like to visit once in the fall, which we have one more meeting to go to next week, but we'd also like in the spring, if the PTA would be interested in inviting us again, just as, board president, superintendent, maybe some other cabinet members, yourself, to attend PTA meetings at all the buildings again. Felt really good about it, coming out of every meeting, and that's part of what we do here in the community. I think it would be a great thing moving forward. Okay, you don't have to answer it now, but I think I know which direction you're going to go in. All right, the objective. As we spoke, the board spoke at the last meeting on the 9th. We're going to put two committees together, one being a transportation committee, and the other one will be Universal Pre-Kindergarten, UPK. Transportation committee will really be tasked with, looking at starting and ending times, which is connected to transportation, potentially connected to transportation savings. Also looking at traffic patterns and studies will be reviewed. They're actually going to start next week, the traffic studies. And we're looking at minimal, as much as we can with minimal disruptions. UPK, they'll be exploring the space needed to take advantage of the space that we do have for UPK and the funding that we get from the state that we have to return half because we're not filling all the seats that we can. Looking at starting and ending times and as well traffic patterns. So That's one of the reasons why we're having this traffic study done now, is because we feel it's important that these groups have that information prior to them actually meeting. So in the next slide here, I'm going to talk about the composition of each group. So obviously we'll go to the left, start with transportation. 2 administrative co-chairs, and those 2 individuals, we're working on this. We have those people selected. So for the Transportation Committee, it will be led by Mike Conway, who is our Assistant Superintendent for Business, who oversees the Transportation Department, as well as our high school principal, John Murphy. We will have 10 community members, and at least 1 from each of these 7 buildings. There will be 3 South Huntington teachers, as well as 3 in total, elementary, secondary, and 1 exec board member. We'll have our transportation supervisor, a transportation consultant. We will have a Walt Whitman High School student, as well as 2 members from the South Huntington Administrator Association. UPK, our 2 administrative chairs, one will be, to no surprise, Dr. Bill Hender, who's our Assistant Superintendent for Elementary Instruction, and also Dr. McCallion, who happens to be our Oakwood primary principal. As well, 10 community members, and at least from one each from Oakwood, Countrywood, Maplewood, Birchwood, and Silaswood, and then we'll look at the rest of the configuration. There'll be 4 South Huntington teachers, 3 kindergarten teachers, and looking at 1 executive board member, a UPK teacher, an elementary social worker, and also 2 members from the South Huntington Administrators Association. So if you see both groups, we do, I do my math correctly, we have 20 for each group, and the community does make up 50% of the group of each of the committees, which we felt was very important. Okay, the co-chairs who I just discussed with you, they've been designated by me. The co-chairs of each committee will review the applications of anybody that's interested, and part of that piece will be on November 1st, we will be submitting the applications to the community via, it'll be a Google form via Parent Square. And we're going to give up until November 27th to anybody that's interested to submit. Now the co-chairs will be selecting the members of the community members for those committees. The teachers associations will, and the administrators will, go through their membership to select the members there. The communities will be formed, and people will be notified by the week of December 16th, and the committees will physically start meeting in early January. Now, I know we gave you a start time, and we're looking at more or less an end time to make their recommendations to the board. We're probably towards the end of April, early May. So we're looking at 4 months, and we're looking at 2 to 3 meetings a month. In the Google form, it will indicate the dates of the meetings and the range of times that everybody will be meeting to make sure if somebody's going to commit and want to be part of one of these groups, they will know exactly what the dates are and the time commitment. Because we really, if we're going to meet 8 to 10 to 12 times, it's really imperative and important that every member of the committee makes the meetings. It can't be, I can make half of them. We really want everybody there for all the meetings, so that's very important. And this presentation, as I said, will be on the Reimagining website tomorrow morning. We'll make sure it's there. But at this point, if there's any questions, comments from the board, I think it's pretty straightforward of what we're trying to do here. And, any questions?
Questions, comments?
Erin?
Ms. Meyer.
I can hear you. I could repeat your question.
Just wanted to confirm that the ultimate recommendation will be a presentation that the committee is making to the board. Is that the intention?
Yes, can everybody hear her? Okay, yes, it's going to be a presentation to the board at the end of April, early May. We're looking at the board calendar schedule, but that's what it would be, that the co-chairs will present the recommendation to the board.
Thank you.
Mr. Joyner? No. Oh, okay. Other comments, questions? Okay. Dr. Dilly, I think it's well balanced. I think having 50% of the committee be community members is very valuable and wise on your part. And I think having, the committee chairs make the selections as well is in keeping with our spirit, as it's an independent committee. And they report to, issue ultimately an advisory report to the board. So, I think it's good that we're independent of that. So I think that structure makes a lot of sense.
Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? Okay, great. Thank you, Dr. Tully. And if there's any comments or questions on what Dr. Delia presented, I ask that you just hold it till we get to the Voice of the Residents section. Okay. Moving into our business meeting, excuse me. Is there a motion to adopt the agenda? Mr. Biangasso, seconded by Mr. Scraggs. Sorry, the flower, I'm gonna crane my neck around the flowers. Any questions on the agenda? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, items E through H require one resolution for adoption. Is there a motion for the minutes, financial items, bids, and bills? Mr. Joyner, seconded by Ms. Meyer. Questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, communications. There were various email communications that we received following the district's announcement on October 9th regarding the next steps that we're taking in the reimagining plan. Go into a new business. Oh, sorry, I gotta get into my ran it over here. Sorry. All right. New business item number 1 is the approval of revenue from Auctions International. Motion. Mr. Bronson, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Mr. Conway.
Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. As the board approved a few meetings back, we were authorized to auction off some obsolete items district-wide. I'm happy to report tonight that we've received just over $11,000 from the sale of those various items done through Auctions International. And tonight we're looking for the board's approval to accept these funds into our general fund revenue for this current school year.
Okay. Any questions on item 1? It's the amount of $11,229. All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Moving on to item number 2 is the approval of District of Location Special Education Agreements between the South Huntington Union Free School District and many districts that are listed on the agenda. I'll skip them because it'll take a long time to read them. Motion. Ms. Meyer, second. Mr. Biangasso. Mr. Conway again.
Thank you again. With these next few agenda items, we're requesting the board's approval tonight on these various contracts between South Huntington and these respective districts. The purpose of these contracts are in place so that we are then able to bill back these other districts for the students who we service through special ed department that may have an IEP, who are parentally placed within the South Huntington School District's boundaries but may reside in other districts.
And I believe these resolutions cover 2, 3, and 4, and they're broken out differently because the agreements in items 3 and 4 have a little bit different terms and language. Any questions on new business 2? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, new business item 3 is the approval of an agreement between the South Huntington Union Free School District and Comac and Smithtown for District of Location Special Education Agreements. Motion. Mr. Scraggs, seconded by Ms. Meyer. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Moving on to new business item 4 is the approval of district location agreements between South Huntington and the Bayport Blue Point Union Free School District. Motion. Mr. Joyner, seconded by Mr. Bronson. Any questions on item 4? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, we'll now move on to new business. Item number 5 is the approval of the budget development calendar for the 2025-2026 school year. Hard to believe we're thinking about that now as we're just started the school year, but that's how it works. Motion? Mr. Bronson, second. Mr. Biangasso. Mr. Conway.
Thank you again, and yes, it's hard to believe we are having that discussion, but tonight for your approval is a proposed budget development calendar for the 25-26 school year. The dates align with very similar timelines and dates that we've had in the past. as well as include some specific dates required, such as the dates of public hearings, mailing of notices, things of that nature.
Okay, and it continues the calendar all the way through the budget vote on the third Tuesday in May, May 20th. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. We'll move on to new business. Item number 6 is the approval of an out-of-district placement with the Comac Union Free School District. Motion. Ms. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Scragg, and this was discussed in executive session. Mr. Lombardo.
Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta, for the board's approval. South Huntington has been contracting with Comac School District to provide special education services for one South Huntington student with a classification of autism who requires a highly structured program with established routines in a small class setting. The program at Comac School District uses applied behavior analysis with discrete trials. The student has a history of a high level of academic need, distractibility, and elopement. Our school district does not currently have an appropriate program for this 6th grade student.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Lombardo, any questions for Ms. Lombardo? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, we'll move on to new business. Item number 7 is the approval of an agreement between the South Huntington Union Free School District and Huntington, which I believe is similar to the items discussed before. Is this one any different than the district location?
Well, these are students who are district of residence students in the
Okay.
Huntington School District.
Gotcha, okay. Any questions on that one? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, new business item 8, recommendations to the placements of students by the Committee on Special Education, various dates listed in June, August, September, October, and then the Committee on Preschool Special Education, dates listed in September and October. Motion. Ms. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Biancasso. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. I will skip over item K, personnel, for now, as we'll need to go into executive session and then return to public for the vote on a position. Information and reports are listed. There are no committee reports for this meeting. Future meetings, we have 2 meetings left in our calendar year of 2024. Next meeting is November 13th, back here at the James Cade Administrative Offices. And then the last meeting of 2024 is on a special date, December 10th, and a special location, Walt Whitman High School, because that is the actual 100th anniversary of the school district. And it will be a board meeting, but it will also be a celebration and with performances. So that'll be a really special one. Comments by board members. Mr. Bronson.
Thank you, Mr. Ciapetta. I just wanted to again thank everybody that was in attendance tonight. Teachers Association, the students, parents, PTA, etc. I moved to this district about 23 years ago, so over 2 decades. I didn't grow up here. I didn't go to school here. But as a community that really attracted me, I had young kids at the time. My kids have gone through the school district, and I always have wanted to give back. And this is my 3rd term, so I'm in my 7th or 8th year now being on a board member. And each year, I think, as you said, Mr. Ciapetta, it's just so rewarding to see, our students, our district continue to excel, to benefit, as a community member as well. I just think it's a wonderful district. So again, I just wanted to give my heartfelt appreciation to everything that this community, this district, the staff, the students, everybody does. It's a wonderful team. It's a wonderful community. So I just wanted to say thanks.
Thank you, Mr. President. Other comments by board members? Ms. Meyer. Oh, that's weird.
I want to echo my thanks. What Mr. Bronson said, thank you to everyone that participated in Board Recognition Night. It is an honor and a privilege to serve this community, and something I thought about, since I was a student here. So I echo my gratitude. And I won't say too much about homecoming because I don't want to steal Dr. D'Elia's thunder, but it was the most picture-perfect Hallmark movie day we could have gotten. Thank you to everyone that participated in making that such a phenomenal event all week long leading up to the big game. Dr. Murphy especially, thank you for hosting us at beautiful Walt Whitman and the amazing space that we have there. It was so lovely to see so many families come out and to see so many wonderful alumni. So thank you to the Alumni Association for making such a special recognition in our anniversary's 100th year. And we continue to look forward to the celebration culminating on December 12th.
Thank you, Ms. Meyer. Mr. Biancasso.
I want to echo my fellow board members' thanks for tonight. This is always, a special night when we kind of see all the hard work that's going into our schools. And like Mr. Bronson, I was not from this district. I actually, grew up in the city, and I'm humbled to serve here and be an adopted Wildcat. Homecoming was extremely special. I think we were blessed with beautiful weather. We could not ask for better time. Also excited about the 100th anniversary coming up, the Wildcat Bash. So a lot of exciting things going on here in the district, and I just want to again say thank you to all the schools, the students, the administration for everything tonight. Thank you.
Ms. McLecara.
I'm just going to echo my thanks. I am a graduate from Whitman, and John and Jen graduated in 07 and 08, and I'm on my 19th year on this board, and I am proud to serve you. But this night is one of my most special nights every year, and thank you for everyone for the kind words, the wonderful gifts, the thoughtfulness. It just means the world to me, and I am so appreciative of all the work that you do to help us make this a great, great district for all our students. So thank you to you also, and thank you for this wonderful night.
Thank you, Ms. LeCara. Any other comments? Oh, there's somebody, Mr. Joyner, you first?
It was between me and Fred, so
Okay.
we just had to work that out. But I also want to echo the sentiments of my fellow board members in terms of our appreciation for the gifts that were bared today, and also the heartfelt thank yous from the staff and administration, and especially the children. That was such a nice treat. It is always such a wonderful treat. I want to thank their families as well for for bringing them out tonight and participating in this. And again, as we have also mentioned, this is a wonderful community. I have the privilege of visiting many communities across Long Island, and I can tell from my colleagues who serve in the same capacity in different school districts, they have a different story to tell. So I am grateful to the public for supporting me in my role here, and also being partners in our collective education here in the school district. Look forward to doing much more in terms of the service that we provide as volunteers. We want to continue the relationships that we have. They mean all the world to us. They are the wind beneath our wings as we continue this work, because it is not easy, but we are grateful and we are thankful. So again, thank you for this night. Thank you for your participation, and you don't have to stop from stopping me in the street. I would just encourage it, because it's been very instrumental to have all of the input from the board, from the district, in various ways that you reach out to the board members. I think we all appreciate it, no matter where we get it. We want to appreciate your heartfelt and opinions and thoughts, and how you help us to be better board members. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Joyner. Mrs. Gregg?
And just to be the last one, I do want to also just say thank you to the community for letting me serve here. From day one, that was just my, I think the night I got installed, Dr. Delia asked, do you have any questions? And I just said, where can I help and where can I serve? And that's where I am still today, all these years later. So thank you for allowing me to be part of this district. I am also from the city. I did not grow up out here. I've been here for about 2 decades. And my parents were New York City Board of Ed teachers. And there is just nowhere like South Huntington, anywhere around this area. So thank you for making this an incredible community, and thank you for letting me serve you.
Thank you, Mrs. Gregg. All right. A few announcements of my own. Been a busy weekend. I saved homecoming for Dr. Delia, but it was amazing. The weather was really picturesque, and everything was perfect. People had said to me over and over that they couldn't remember the crowds being that large, so it was really spectacular. A couple congratulations. I want to congratulate the boys varsity soccer team on becoming League 2 champions the other night. Great accomplishment they did that by defeating Ward Melville. So that's excellent news. Girls field hockey also qualified for the playoffs. Mr. Barth, any other teams so far? No, maybe not. I think that's it. All right. And then Mr. Biangasso mentioned the Wildcat Bash. That is on Thursday night at Main Event. Should be a great time. Also on Thursday night, it is fortunately a conflict. Our marching band has their kickoff and send-off performance at Walden High School as they head off to Syracuse for the weekend for states. So we wish them the best of luck there. Dr. Delia?
Thank you. All right, homecoming was an absolute success. When I got to the high school Friday, I was there probably about 4 o'clock. I was actually a little nervous because the weather was beautiful, but I didn't see a lot of people. So I had to go home to pick up my kids. And when I came back, I couldn't find a place to park, and my kids were complaining. So it was great from the bonfire, the carnival, leading into the Powder Puff game. And, really, really have to thank the community for their support of the bleachers, the comfort station, the concession stands, because it seems like a whole new place to me. And I know that line Friday and Saturday night, because I was there a few times. That line was steady, streaming, and thank you to the Booster Club for all your support. This weekend was tremendous, and we played a great football game Saturday night. The parade was awesome. It shows you what this community is all about. And, I have real thanks to the administrators out there for garnering their support with their schools and making sure, that it was well attended and, students looking forward to next year. And maybe Winter Wonderland first, but looking forward to having another successful statement piece of what this district is all about, from our employees to the community, to everybody. I just can't tell you how proud every moment I felt on Friday and Saturday. So, congratulations to all, especially to this community. November 1st is Diwali, and as you know, the students will not be in, but our teachers will, and all of our staff members will be. And I'd like to thank, I know she had to run, but I'd like to thank Ms. Kavanaugh for putting together a wonderful professional development day that we have about 60 courses going on that day that teachers and other staff members will be able to choose from and have chosen from, because I know it's already out there. And we're looking forward to a very, very productive Superintendent's Conference Day on November 1st. And yes, Cheryl, I know your class sold out right away. I know that. And go Yankees. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Delia. All right. Comment by ex officio student, member of the Board of Education. I think we have a pre-recorded message. Mr. Zav, I think we heard a sampling of it before. We'll hear the full portion now. If we could, start it from the beginning.
On Friday, which of course the seniors won. I'd say it was maybe because of Dr. Murphy's featured role in our dance. We had an amazing turnout for the bonfire and the carnival as well. Hello everyone, this is Gracie. I truly apologize. Hello everyone, this is Gracie. I truly apologize for not being able to attend tonight's meeting. I'm currently touring Boston College and Northeastern, so I'm getting closer to completing the entire college application process. But I thought, why not make a video in order to discuss a few things that I'd like to. So I'd first like to acknowledge an amazing homecoming weekend, starting off with Powder Puff on Friday, which of course the seniors won. I'd say it was maybe because of Dr. Murphy's featured role in our dance. We had an amazing turnout for the bonfire and the carnival as well. Then on Saturday, we had our homecoming parade as well as the game. It was definitely a tough one, but the women varsity football team played very, very well. Now that we've made it through an amazing homecoming weekend, we have a few more things to look forward to. First off, I'd like to remind all parents that the book fair is currently taking place at the elementary and intermediate schools all of this week and all of next week. We also have Halloween dances at Silas and Stimson this Friday, the 25th. And Whitman will be hosting Safe Halloween this Friday as well. Everyone is welcome. We have Whitman students volunteering, so it'll be really fun for the younger kids. Then on the 31st, which is actual Halloween day, Oakwood and Countrywood will have their Halloween parades at 9:30 a.m. And then Maplewood and Birchwood will have theirs at 2:15. Lastly, the Whitman play, The Man Who Came to Dinner, will open November 8th, and there will be 2 shows on the 9th as well. I do encourage everyone to attend. We've been working really hard, and it's coming together very nicely. So thank you all for your time, and I will see everyone at the next meeting.
Thank you, Gracie. All right. Well, I forgot to mention, for me, what was the highlight of the weekend was Dr. Murphy and his pink hair with his pink suit. I'm glad you see you got the dye out of it. And that your voice is recovered as well. So. I'm so glad my voice. All right, we'll go into Voice of the Resident. I don't see any people that have pre-signed up, but if anyone would still like to address the board, please let me know. Ma'am, did you raise your hand? I'm sorry. No. Okay. Okay. All right, so we'll take a motion to go into executive session, discuss a matter of personnel, multiple matters of personnel, and public lawsuit. And want to wish everyone, because we'll have actually 3 holidays before we return. Those that celebrate a happy Diwali, good election day. Hopefully everyone goes out and votes. We'll have a new president by the time we return, and a happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans serving. So, thank you. Take a motion to go into exec. Mr. Biangasso, seconded by Mr. Scragg. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right. We'll see you in a little bit. We will return in public to go back to the personnel schedule and, okay. All right, we're back in public. I'll take a motion to close executive session, go back to our board meeting. Motion by Ms. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Joyner. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, we're going to go back to personnel schedules. Item K, we have personnel schedules 4, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15, 16, 19, 20, and 22. Is there a motion to discuss personnel? Mr. Scragg, seconded by Mr. Biangasso. All right, any questions on personnel? We've discussed in executive session and conducted interviews for the position of chairperson of special education elementary. All in favor? Any opposed? All right. So with that, I can make an announcement that the board has voted to appoint Jessica Kestenbaum as chairperson of elementary special education. She comes with extensive experience and really impressive credentials, as well as effervescent attitude. We think she's going to be a great addition to our staff and a true star. She's been most recently the Committee on Preschool Special Education Administrator, as well as serving as an adjunct professor at Brooklyn College, among many other roles and experiences that she had. So we view her as a great addition to our South Huntington team. I'll turn it over to Dr. D'Elia just to discuss how it fits in with the other appointments. This is not a new position. It's a replacement and a backfill.
Yes, this is, Jessica will be replacing Dr. Vole, who moved up into her new supervisory role. So this is elementary chairperson. We currently have, the way we are designed here, we have an elementary chair at the high school. We have one at the middle school, which also covers 6th grade. And now Jessica will be covering grades K to 5. And I thank the board. Not an easy decision when you have great candidates, but we're excited for Jessica Kestenbaum to join our team, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yep, thank you, Dr. D'Elia, and your team. We really had exceptional finalists. It was a very impressive group and very difficult decision to make, which just shows you how Jessica rose to the top and really blew it out of the water. So we welcome her and congratulate her on becoming a Wildcat. All right, with that said, we do have more executive session business to discuss, so I'll take a motion to go back into executive session to discuss multiple matters of personnel as well as litigation. Ms. Meyer, seconded by Mr. Biangasso. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you, everyone. We will not be returning to public, so have a good evening. And